So, guys, we have the final question, which is saying, how long was he married? This is about what? Or about whom?
Karl Marx.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the answer is what? How long was he married?
He was married for
Yes. Thank you so
38
much.
years.
Exactly. So this is for Karl Marx. So we notice that two tenses are used. One is the present perfect, and all the questions that are in the present perfect absolutely are about John, and the simple past about Karl Marx because now he's gone. But John is still alive, sorry. So this is why I used a present perfect because there is a connection to the present time. And this is something happened over, finished in the past. So this is again the biggest difference between simple past and the present perfect. Okay. Now I think let's scroll down just to discuss or to complete discussing the exercises. Okay, I think I have to make a little zoom in just to be able to see the screen clearly. Now, guys, let's try to check the grammar spot. The grammar spot is saying what are the tenses in these sentences. One, Karl Marx lived there for 5 years, and John has lived there for 3 years. What are the tenses?
First one, simple past. The
Uh-huh.
second one, present perfect.
Bravo. And guys, please notice that for could be used for simple past and could be used for present perfect. But what is the difference between these two sentences?
The first one,
Uh-huh.
Karl Marx lived and died. Yeah, that means
Bravo.
after finished.
Bravo. He's not alive anymore. Exactly. What about John?
John, in the past and the present, she still
Yeah.
live.
He's
He
still
still live.
alive. Bravo. So this is
Yes.
the exact difference between these two examples. Absolutely, we found the examples in the two texts. Okay, now again, how do we form the present perfect? How can I write or use the present perfect?
Has or have
Bravo. So please, we have to
with
use has.
verb be.
Yes, with the past participle or verb 3, exactly. So have or has a plus verb 3. Some teachers call the verb 3 the past participle. It is up to you. Now, when I have to use have, with what pronouns?
I
I,
and we
Bravo. What else?
and
I,
they.
we, exactly. What else?
They.
They. Can I use have with singular noun or plural noun?
The both.
Both. For example, if I want to say my friends have lived here or has lived here,
have,
Have.
have. What if I want to say my friend has
Had.
lived, has,
Has lived.
please. Yeah. Have for plural and has for singular, singular noun. I'm talking now about nouns. Please be careful. So this is the formation of the present perfect. Now let's take a look at these two examples and let's check the usage of for and since. One, we have for 3 years, for 2 years, for a long time. But since, I have to say since 6 o'clock, since Monday, 2009, since July. Okay, now what is the difference? Why here I used for with this period of time or with this time, and here I use since.
Teacher, for we use for mark a duration.
Duration, thank you. What about since?
The time the time when the act بلش.
No, but
begin.
uh,
من
uh-huh,
الوقت يلي
uh-huh,
الأحداث
uh-huh.
بلشت أو
Okay.
صار الشيء.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, let me tell you the exact difference between using of since and for. Notice, guys, For if you don't remember exactly the time. For example, if I want to say 3 years, I don't exactly remember the date, but if I remember the exact date, like 2009, I have to use since. Notice that if I want to say 2 hours, but I don't remember the exact time, this is why I used for. But if you remember the exact time, like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you have to use for. Notice that if I want to say for a long period of time, I don't remember the day, maybe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or maybe I don't want to specify the day. But if the day of the week is specified, if the name of the month is specified, I have to use since. Because if I want to say for 3 months, I didn't mention the name of the month. So for 3 months, because I didn't mention the name of the month, I have to use for. But if you want to name the month, name the day of the week, name the year, name the exact time, you have to use since. Okay?
Mr.
Ah,
Can I say John has lived there for the past 3 years?
for the past 3 years?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Or I can
But
say,
I can't
right?
use in the simple
Ah.
past. That says that.
For, absolutely. For could be used for simple past and simple present. Take a look at this example, Ryan. Karl Marx lived simple past for 5 years, and John has lived there for again 3 years. So I can use for simple past and simple and present perfect.
Mr. I mean, if I add for the past
For the
5
past
years,
3 years, yes.
and I can use in the simple past and in the present perfect.
Yes, both of them,
Okay.
but absolutely the meaning is different.
Okay.
Okay, but wait, Ryan, if you want to use ago instead for the past, you have to use simple past. I mean, if you want to say I lived there 3 years ago, now with ago, you have to use simple past. You cannot use a present perfect because ago is not for present perfect. It is only for simple past. Please, this is extremely important. And even if you want to specify the time, for example, in 1999, you have to be careful because in specifying the time, for example, in 2002, you can use simple past and present perfect, but the meaning is going to be different. As we noticed with Karl Marx and John, because Karl Marx is dead now and John is not dead. He's still alive. Sorry, okay?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so please be careful. Okay, now we have to do this exercise. This exercise now, which is about practicing the using of since and for. When we have to use...
Teacher,
Ah,
ما فهمت الفرق بين كارل ماركس والتاني. ما فهمت
and
الفرق بين المينينج للverbs كيف أثروا.
the difference is, let me ask you this question, Zainab, is that you? Jamila.
No, جميل.
Okay, Jamila. Is Karl Marx still alive now?
No,
No, he isn't.
he died.
Okay.
He
Now,
was died. Deep.
let's talk about John. Is he still alive or maybe he is dead?
I don't know.
You have to know he's still alive. Okay. Jamila, let me write another
Okay.
example because maybe you're still confused. Let
Okay,
me
okay.
write, oh yeah, let me write 2 examples and now you have to tell me the difference between them, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, guys, let's imagine that Taghreed, for example, wants to say these 2 sentences. Maybe Taghreed is going to say, I lived in Lebanon, for example, and I have lived in Lebanon. What is the difference between them? I'm talking about meaning. First of all, before talking about meaning, let's talk about tense. What is the tense that I used in sentence number 1?
Present simple past.
Simple past. What is the tense that I used in sentence number 2?
Present perfect.
Yes,
Present perfect.
exactly, present perfect. Now, guys, what shall we understand if Tagreed wants to say, I lived in Lebanon, or I have lived for Lebanon for 3 years and for 3 years? What is the
I
difference?
left the simple past عشان
Uh-huh.
that يعني and
Yes. What about the next one?
I have lived يعني I still live in
Exactly.
Lebanon.
Thank you so much, Tagreed. So now the question is Tagreed in Lebanon right now?
No,
No,
Oh,
she
no.
isn't. Bravo. Now the sentence number 2. Is Tagreed in Lebanon right now?
yes.
yes.
Yes,
Yes.
she is. This is the exact difference between them, Jamila. So if I want,
Okay.
yeah.
Teacher, present perfect مين للpresent بس هو إنه للpast بدل.
Okay, wait, let me tell you something, Jamila. The present perfect, I can use it if I want to talk about something started in the past, but maybe still continue in the present time, or maybe finished before short period of time, or maybe still till now, or maybe it needs a short period of time in the future to be finished.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Please,
Okay.
Jamila, we have discussed in details the present perfect in level 3. Watch the videos again, just to gather the information. I told you guys, the first examples in the first unit, which is 7, are going to be just like a revision for level 3. If you find that there was something not completely correct, or there was something ambiguous, for example, please, you have to go back to level 3, watch the videos, for example, about present perfect, because we have discussed the present perfect in details. If you remember Joe's adventure in the jungle, we have, if you remember this lesson in level 3, we have discussed the present perfect in details when discussing about Joe's adventure when he was trying to sleep in the jungle, and we used there the past progressive with the present perfect. So please watch the videos just to be able to remember the correct usage of the present perfect. Okay, Jamila?
Okay.
Okay, so now the exercise is saying, let's try to use since or for with these examples. So let's complete the time expressions that we have with using since or for. 1, half an hour. What shall I say? Since, half an hour of for, exactly. I didn't specify the exact time. Now 2001.
Since.
Yes, I specified the exact date or year exactly. Now, what about I was 14? Since I was 14, thank you. I specified the exact age. Now, a long time. For a long period of time. Thank you so much. Now, 10 o'clock. Since 10 o'clock, because I specified the exact time. Thank you so much. Now, 3 months. Bravo. So 4 or 3 months, not since. If you want to specify the name of the month, yes, you can say since. For example, since June, since July, since September. Okay? This is it. So I have to say what?
Since
Since October. I know the name of the month, or I remember, or I want to mention the name of the month. Since. Now, last Tuesday. Since last Tuesday. Thank you. A couple of weeks. Yes, for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years. Exactly. I have to use for exactly. We still have time. Because we still have time, let's try to solve the exercise number 2. Now let's match the lines in A and B, and with C. There is more than one possible answer. Let's read them, match them, After that, we have to listen to the recording to check our match, if it is correct or maybe we have some mistakes. 1. A. What do you think about number 1? I've known John.
Since I was a child.
Okay,
Since I
let
was
me
a
say
child.
that since I was a child. Now, how can I complete matching with C?
We went to Spain.
We went to Spain. Okay, let me say that we went to
We
Spain.
met at university.
Okay, let me write we met
Met
at university. We have to listen to the recording when we finish to check if you have mistaken or maybe no. 2. I last went to the cinema.
For over an hour.
For over an hour. Okay, how can I match this with C?
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
The film was really boring.
The film was really boring, simple past. Exactly. Now 3, let me change the color. 3, I've had this watch. Don't forget that
Since
this is
2008, my
3
grandpa gave it to me.
since 2002.
2008,
Okay,
my
since
grandpa gave it to me.
okay, my grandpa gave it to me. Okay. Now let me change the color by saying I lived in New York
for
From
3 years.
From
2005
2005
to 2007.
since 2000 from 2005
I
to
had a great time there.
I had a great time. I had a great time there. Okay, let me match this because we have to check that. Let me change the color and let's complete. 5. I've lived in this house
For 3 years.
For 3 years.
for 3 years. Okay.
It's got a beautiful garden.
Okay, it's got a beautiful garden. Let me match that. Let me change the color by saying we last had a holiday
2 years old.
2 years ago, you mean?
Yes,
Okay,
years
2 years.
ago.
How can I match that with C?
I really need a coffee.
I really need a coffee. Okay.
Or what
We went
have
to
you
Spain.
been up to?
Okay.
We went
let me-
to Spain.
we went what?
To Spain.
We went to Spain. Okay, let me match. We went to Spain. Some of you said that I really need a coffee. Okay, let me match this. And we have to check that by listening to the recording. Okay, now we have 7. I've seen you. I haven't seen you
For 2 weeks ago.
for 2 weeks ago. Okay, let me match that. Okay, how can I match that with C?
What have you been up to?
What have you been up to? Okay, let me match that. And we have to listen to the recording. Finally, we haven't had a break
For age.
for ages. Let me write for ages. And how can I match that now with C? With every break you have, you need what?
No, we
Something.
haven't had a break for over an hour. I really need a coffee.
Okay, let me say that for over an hour. We have to check that. I really need a coffee. Okay, let's listen to the recording. We need a coffee. I really need a coffee. So let's listen to check if we have maybe some mistakes or maybe not. It is 7.3. So this is the recording. This is unit 7. And this is recording 3.
Tape script 7.3. For or since. 1.
I've known John for 3 years. We met at university.
So I've known John for 3 years. We met, so it is in the past, at university. Now 2.
2.
I last went to the cinema 2 weeks ago. The film was really boring.
So 2 weeks ago, this is it. The film was really boring. Okay, 3.
3.
I've had this watch since I was a child. My grandpa gave it to me.
So I've had this watch because the watch is still with me. I use the present perfect since I was a child. This is it. And my grandpa gave it to me. Now the next one.
4.
I lived in New York from 2005 to 2007.
Yes.
I had a great time there.
Yeah, exactly. This is correct. I had a great time there. Okay, now 5.
5.
I've lived in this house since 2008. It's got a beautiful garden.
Since 2008, it's a beautiful garden. Notice that there is more than one possible answer. That doesn't mean that your answers, guys, are wrong. No, they are not.
6.
We last had a holiday 2 years ago. We went to Spain.
Yeah, we went to Spain. This is it exactly. This is correct. And absolutely, as I told you, there is one more or maybe more than one possible answer. Okay, the next one.
7.
I haven't seen you for ages. What have you been up to?
So, what have you been up to? This is it. For ages. Okay, the next one. What?
What have
What-
you been up to?
What have you
What's the
been
name
up
in
to?
Arabic?
What have you been doing? Let me say that since the time I didn't see you. Okay?
Sorry.
I mean, the meaning of this sentence is, what have you been doing since the time that I didn't see you?
Oh, okay.
Okay? This is the meaning, what have you been up to? For example, if I want to say in the present time, what are you up to? If I want to say, guys, what are you up to? This is the meaning of this question is, what are the plans that you have to maybe just to do in the future or in the present time? This is the meaning of up to, okay?
Yes, mister.
But please, and guys, don't forget that have been is the present perfect. And when I say what are you, the simple present of be is am are. The present perfect of be is have been or has been. Okay. The next one is
8.
We haven't had a break for over an hour. I really need a coffee.
so for over an hour, and I'm tired, I need a coffee. Again, that doesn't mean that your answers are wrong because there is more than one possible answer. So I think we have to stop here and absolutely we will complete the next class. Don't forget, guys, that all the classes are going to be recorded and absolutely are going to be published on YouTube. Please watch the videos carefully again, just to fully understand what we are discussing. And don't forget that level 4 is one of the most important levels in all the English language. This level is really interesting and it is full of important information. So, do you have any questions before leaving?
No, teacher, thank you.
No.
Okay, so nice to meet you guys again. And thanks God because you are here. Good luck. And please, you have to stay active till finishing the 6 levels of the English language. And I can promise you, you will be that stable in using the English language. Thank you for coming. And I have to wish a good night for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, 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 bye.